Hello, everyone, and good morning to you. As we get ourselves prepared for the new week, I want to share with you what my expectations are on the USD JPY. And as you all know, we have been following this pair for quite some time now as we've continued to enjoy this bullish momentum that has gripped this market since the beginning of the year. And if we look at what is happening here on the daily time frame, the first thing we will observe here is that price action has been on a very strong bullish momentum. Now, this is very evident after we were able to connect the series of lower higher lows at every point in time price respected this bearish trend line, giving us a clue into the strength of the buyers at this point in the market. Now, if we zoom into the structure we have here in the last couple of months, we can see that price has been on. We saw this bearish move to the downside where it respected that bullish trend line, evolving into a very strong reversal pattern in the form of a double bottom structure, which led into the breakout of the neckline structure I was able to identify at the 135 Japanese yen on the 17th of August, and price has since then continued to the upside. And if we look at it from a technical standpoint, that is, looking at this double bottom structure here, and whenever we cite a breakout of technical structure like the neckline of this of a reversal pattern like this, we expect that price is likely going to come back to do a retest of the neckline, after which we're looking forward to a bullish momentum. However, if we look at the structure we have here on the daily time frame, ever since price broke out of the neckline at the 135 Japanese yen on the 17th and 18th of last month, there was no time price came back to do an outright retest of that neckline to push price to the upside. So in the last couple of weeks, I was I have been looking for that bearish momentum, probably a retracement move that will send price right back into the neckline area at the 135 Japanese yen, which also shares a confluence with our bullish trend line we were able to identify earlier to incite the trend continuation to the upside. But price has continued to find higher highs, negating all selling momentum to support that perspective. So now, if we look at what has been happening during the later part of last week, let's see what I'm talking about here. We can see as soon as price got into the 145 Japanese yen area, we have witnessed multiple rejection of that zone to give us a clue into the emergence of a selling momentum from that area. Now, are we going to see this price? Are we going to see price continue to the downside from here? You can see what happened on the later part of last week trading session. We saw an engulfing candle taking out all the bullish positions at this point around the 143, 144 area. So what I'm looking forward to this new week is this. Are we going to be seeing price continue to the downside with the intention of respecting this bullish trend line? That is one scenario I want to be looking at. Or are we going to be having an outright trend continuation where price breaks above the 145 Japanese yen area that was rejected during the course of last week's trading session to give us a signal of a trend continuation to the upside? So in this video, this is what we want to be looking at, and to do that we want to scale down to a much lower time frame where we want to see how structure and pattern in this market has been evolving in the last couple of days. So in order to do that, let's scale down to the 4 hours time frame. Let's see if we can see something on the 4 hours time frame that we could hold on to has a leverage for either a bullish momentum or a selling momentum going into the new week. Now, scaling down to the 4 hours time frame, like I said, I showed you how we saw the rejection of the 145 Japanese yen a couple of times before price started moving to the downside here. I think we took advantage of this move during the course of last week trading session. If you want to see how we did that, I will be dropping the link to that video where I shared a commentary in the comment section of that video on how we took advantage of this bearish move last week. So with the scenario we have here, which looks like a reversal pattern to me, I will show you why I think so. Let's bring out our line chart at this point, and then we could identify somewhere around the 143.800 area, somewhere around here. I like to give this a purple color. Okay, so we have somewhere around the 143.800. So let's label this area for the sake of clarity. So we have a visual representation of what that structure is like at that point. So let's see. Let's give this, okay, good. So we have something like this. So now let me bring out my candle chart and make some readjustments at this point. Then we have a structure that looks more like this. So what did we see here? Let's zoom in. What did we see here? We can see that as soon as price, we saw this impulsive move to the upside here. Price did a couple of rejection of this level, found lower heights, and then we saw the outright breakdown of the 143.800 area to give us a signal of a bearish momentum. And right now we have a breakdown of that 143.800 area, which at this point is going to be serving as the neckline of that reversal pattern. So I want to label this area. So let's just, okay. So we have something like this. Now, going into the new week, there are two things I want to be looking forward to here. The first scenario is an an intention that price is probably going to come back into the neckline area in the form of a retest of structure where reversal patterns on lower time frame will support a trend continuation to the downside. That's the first scenario I want to be looking forward to. And then the second scenario I want to be looking at is after considering this bullish momentum, that is this impulsive move that started during the course of last week trading session right into this point, could this be a retracement move into our buy zone, which is my golden zone area, which is around the 50 and the 78.6% of the previous impulse leg to send price going to the upside? So to identify that golden zone so that we can understand what I'm talking about here, we run our Fibonacci retracement tool through this previous impulse leg here, and we identify the area between the 50 and the 78.6% as an area for buying opportunity. So this is what we're going to, so we have somewhere between this point and this point, and let's label this area a buy zone. Let me give this a green color. Then we have our yellow. All right. Okay. So this is okay. Let me place this in the middle. Okay. So we have somewhere around between the 142.4500 area and the 141 Japanese yen area. And one thing I want to be seeing here is this: if I see signs like a, let's say, reversal pattern, let's say the second touch, and then price breaks out of the 143.800 area, does a retest of structure and a trend continuation to the upside, could be giving us a clue into a possible bullish momentum. However, if price gets back into the 143 Japanese yen level here, and then I start seeing multiple rejection of this level or a reversal pattern here on my lower time frame, I might be getting ready to join the decline to the downside. So what I'll be doing here is to pause the video at this point and let's see how price action is going to play out in the early hours of the new week, after which I will be giving you an update in the comment section of this video on my TradingView platform on how I'm going to be planning to trade the USDJPY during this week. So If this video has been of immense help in helping you to make your individual decision on the USDJPY, kindly support this project by clicking on the like button. And if you also want to join me on my trade review platform at Darkshare so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section. So I hope to see you Monday morning. Until then, bye bye.